Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back up here. And I want to say thank you guys for the wishes to get better. Yeah, I'm doing my best. I've been working on it so much lately, and yeah, when you need to take a break, yeah, you need to take a break. But with this being said, in here, talking about the energies that is important for it. It is about this overnight healing that it was, because overnight the moon shifted from Leo to Virgo, that overnight energy of the divine that comes in into you. What is that was leading in there? Probably some of you got waking up around 2, 3, 4 o'clock, 5, with strange energies. Those what was the downloads. Those was the energies that guess when you sleep there, your consciousness goes to sleep and the subconsciousness rise up. The subconsciousness is connecting to the divine, and now that link into your mind works straight without any restrictions of the consciousness in there. And this is what this healing that begins from the overnight, it's going to be ending up midnight. I'm going to show you a very great graph, so stay up here until midnight because the divine energy is there, that it's going to comes in. They're going to point out directly to a specific point in the sky, and what that specific point of the sky is really needs healing, and we're gonna be going through that through the day. So with that being said, here it's your chart in there. This is what happened overnight. Okay, this is at 2 o'clock in the morning. We're talking about these divine energies from the moon that it was at Virgo, pointing out towards Mercury. This communications that it comes in within your soul. Maybe comes into a vision, maybe comes in with the situations. Maybe you saw things that you didn't want to saw. Maybe Pluto returned you back in some place of time in your past and so on because he's retrograde. And as a Neptune is right in here at the edge of going into areas, is like, no, no, you need to go back in there, fix these things. And as we're seeing at this, talking about at 2 o'clock, I'm going to shift it pretty quick at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock was gone. And here you are coming at 7 o'clock in there. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been stuffing some medicines and stuff, and getting a better, but it's kind of like a flu. You have to go through your body, with all the the usual stuff. Talking about talking in your nose, your stomach hurts, and you know what's next. You have to purge and release whatever it is, but it is what it is. That's how life goes. So, but I want to say thank you guys. Yeah, it's purging. Yes, Ascension flu purging things. Yeah, it's not the first time for it. And talking about with this at 7 o'clock, the energy that it comes in, it's that midheaven that it is an Aquarius that squares all this in Taurus. It's kind of like yeah, I want to do the things in the, get this material stuff and so on. But if you're thinking from the old perspective in there just to show off, it's not going to be working. It's not going to be healing. You're going to be repeating mistakes at the same time. Those mistakes was repeated from the people and the society before you. And since you're Aquarius, of course, that energy has to be doing some other things. What is the interesting here? I want to show you this very kind of like esoteric little bit positions is as you see it right here, this side, this is the two Liliths down below. See the one Lilith right here, the wish and the dreams. It's coming up here and working very well with that energy, while the shadows energy is like, hey, look at the other sides. So those two, they are gonna be giving it this two different energies. and you're gonna be seeing it. You probably overnight you had little spiritual battles maybe or something within there, between what kind of like uh, give up on this what you have and go to the old ways. There is some positions within inside of you that you have that internal battles within your mind in there, but Aquarius says like you have to be built different way. Okay, if you want to build something on the earth, you have to be within the earth. Don't build it because of Sancho. Don't build because of the Johnsons. Don't build because of Jose. Don't build it because of Ivan. Don't build because of George. You. And that has to be built with that new energies there that you build it for the future to come. You break in paradigms. Don't forget about it. It's Aquarius energies. They're not easy to understand. They're not easy to handle, but it is what it is. All right, so talking about at 8 o'clock, that energy is shifting. The point here is that coming up into this position is about that oppositions with the moon, that emotions that it's there. You're like, why am I acting like this? Why am I seeing it like this? What is it going on? What is this affecting my emotions? The divine energies towards Pluto, it's coming. They are working right here very well. And as you see it, this divine energies up here, the moon, it is sextiling the ascendant. It says like there is going to be a new vision. Those new visions in the family, the new things that it comes in, it have to be looking at into this. They're going to be coming as a download to you, like idea. It's like what I need to change, okay, compared to what it was in there, because the midheaven and Pisces is also looking at and kind of like reevaluate the whole life perspective inside of you. So here is at 9 o'clock, the energy is getting clearer better. Of course, this material energies, this material situations, or whatever it is, has to be done. And within the material world, it is shining the light in there. But shining the light, it has to be right. And that midheaven there is at that Pisces together with Neptune, it is opposing the both Liliths. Currently, there is no this divine energy from the Lilith that it's coming here for that it was. And now you are wondering what is that going on with it. Yeah, there is that internal battles deep inside of you that happen overnight, and you're like, I need to heal something. I really have to go there and I have to heal. And the moon right now being trine with Mercury that is at Taurus. We're talking about these beautiful talks. It's like something has to be fixed. Something has to be done. It can't just be like going through those extremes. The extremes have to find their own balance, and this is how you create these internal unions within yourself with the energies, because there is a lot of support from Pluto that it says like, okay, here's the transitions, but make it a new way. Okay, here's that beautiful power, but you need to be have these unifications with the both within your subconscious, within the shadow, and in your dreams, what you hide, what it is. So pay attention if you go ahead and confess. Okay, that is what the confessor is about it. That is the person who listened the confession for it. When you confess your stuff in there, that you seeking understanding, but it's as you seeking understanding, you're releasing that energies out of your subconscious. You are now aware of what's going on. And that awareness is going to be creating the wisdom that you're going to get. And here is the wisdom. That is a Pluto with the moon. That's how you get in it. Throughout your intuitions that you get that divine energies. So talking about the next hour, the midheaven is going to be with Mars. As Mars, the divine energies, you probably feel it. A lot of the divine masculine energies, kind of like you expecting a lot of new actions, a lot of new things, a lot of new situations, but nothing's coming up. Why? Why is that? Mars has no aspects. Okay, just because of point of fortune is direct here. I personally don't use it in there for, but Mars is just sitting in there by himself. It's like, what should I do? Feel alone, feel, and this energies in there because there isn't. And if you go with this, it's about to find your inner strength, to battle your own shadow, to battle it within. Some of you, this is a like the energy of if you ever watched the movie Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, that was actually the energy that he battled himself out after he fight and they captured him, and he had that internal battles and nightmares of what he had done. But at the same time, he had a chances to rebuild himself afterwards. If you've ever watched the movie, okay, this is what the warrior is going through it to understand the difference between the past, the future, and the present in there. And some of you, that could be a reflections from what happened overnight. All right, talking about this energies of 11 o'clock, the ascendant is at Leo. That is going to be powering Mars as we're speaking. Kind of like a Mars is like, I need to go back. I need to get into this wisdom. I need to go and learn within this. I have to get myself up. And during those moments isn't there, as you see it with this, is about the vision, but where the visions are within you when you're alone, they're internal. They're not external. Don't look for external help. Even that right now, some of the masculine looking for external help, it's kind of like a heart because it has to done something internally process in there. Okay, and this is what this updates and upgrades. For some of you, this could be a little bit energy related to the dark night of the soul. That is a when you kind of like an aggravated and it's someone inside of you, and then you get illuminated. All right, talking about the next hour, which is going to be at noon, the ascendant reminds you about this material situations is in there, but what about like this? The universe says, I already got it the way it is. You need to accept it the way it is. Your material situation is the way it is. I set it up for this. You'll find out why is that. Within like it or not, you have to love it with what I give it to you. There is a reason for this. I'm teaching you. Yeah, but I don't like this. I don't like that. You know, we're talking about this Leo's energies. Like, why did the castle is white? It should have been brick color, but the castle is white. But the castle is castle, right? This is what kind of like of things can be going on with this. But as the moon going in there within the midheaven, it's about like heal kill this. It doesn't matter what the white or so on and so on. Okay, accept what it is because that energy of what it is going to be helping you. And Chiron get involved with the ascendant that is helping in there. It's like, where is this pattern coming in? Maybe some of you is gonna get these old patterns of things that you are going to have to look at it. It's like I want to be the king and so on and so on. Something buried in deep within your deep within your subconscious in there, and those energy have to be healed because that pattern comes from somewhere. Where did that come from? You'll find out, and you'll find out at midnight. All right, to talking about this beautiful energy. Now you understanding about this material situation says the midheaven, the sun, Jupiter, Uranus, Venus, they're all coming together. It's a happiness, but can you make it happen? Or you're gonna be going against the shadow. This is gonna be that fight that I was talking about. That like either you kind of like gonna go through this material breakthrough, this internal happiness in there, and so on, or you're gonna be kind of like a breaking up at the end because you're not receiving what you want. And this is going to be connecting directly of what's going on within your subconsciousness within the Liliths because the moon is going to comes in and join them. Okay, that's going to happen tomorrow, and you're preparing for this. Today, you are actually preparing for this. As the time goes by, it's 2 o'clock right now. The ascendant is giving you a little bit preview. That is going to be a healing energies towards Mars. As the midheaven, it's helping at Mars. It is about like the warrior has to be fixed. You cannot have a warrior and he brings his weapons in the bedroom, in takes his war into the relationship. The relationship will not sustain. This is why right now the warrior has to work on himself as a peacemaker. And this is why some of you going into this process of seeking at those patterns inside of you that creates this destruction. Okay. And you don't want to bring it into your new destiny that it goes on. Okay, so if you're feeling a little bit underneath the radar and you feel like a little bit under the woods, that is it, the reason about it. All right, so in the next hour, we're talking about midheaven. It is at Gemini, a lot of duality. It's going to be coming in there. Yeah, like, you know what, it's too hard, it's too this, it's too one, and so on and so on. Might as well go into the another green grass. Okay, but that's not going to help you because the healing and the talk to yourself needs to be done properly. And with that energies here that rising on the front of you, you see like the problems that are coming, the situations are coming, but those are about the things that you need to work. At this time, the moon is actually helping you a lot. Talking about healing, communications is healing. Since Mercury is in Taurus and it's trining the moon towards Virgo, that intuition of Mercury, this power of talking, power of understanding, power of communicating, will comes in and helps. But it has to be compliant in there within yourself. Otherwise, you are going against this evolution in there. And currently, Mercury doesn't want to hear Pluto. He's like, I don't want to hear anything about transformation. He survived 10,000 years, he will survive another 10. And Pluto is like, not in my watch. So this is heavy energies for some of you, but that's how it is. You need to be able to handle it. The new energies, they are gonna comes in, but they make the life simple. You understanding complicated things from a simple, higher level of perspective, not because of this going down in there. I was talking about, I had a session with someone today, and we had this discussion as like, okay, here's what happens. Within thinking about it, you have a one puzzle with 1,000 pieces and you take that attention to each piece and start putting it in there, it takes you so much time. But if you have someone to join you, okay, they can have three choices. They can either choose you to come and help you. They can comes in and they say, oh, you having a puzzle, good, great, go enjoy it. Or they can comes in and come in with you, okay. And by understanding those three choices, guess what, you are applying it in there with every situations that you have within you. And 10, you explain those situations from those three choices. And 10, you're understanding everything within you. So you don't have to deal with 1,000 pieces. You're just understanding the situation. And that makes it simplifying things within you. But until you get it and to process this within yourself, yeah, that might take you time. And as we go in at that way, take your time. It's a balance within. Saturn is going to teach you on a balance. These divine energies between Libra and Pisces are in force. In there, the moon is going to be there in about, I would say, good 4 days. For it, we are going to have that energies in there, but the ascendant out there is giving you this energy of, hey, you cannot bring that war into a family. There is going to be no balance. You need to heal. You need to clear this. And we're talking about Mars with the North Node. And now the moon is supporting that. You see, the mother says, heal it. So whatever you gotta do, heal it. And you're gonna see it at midnight, the energy. Why particularly is that? So in the next hour, which is going to be at 6 p.m., these divine energies are going to be working so much with talking about with Pluto, with Mars. At some point, this going to be a preview. Also, the ascendant is between the Sun and Neptune, and all that energies from Taurus. That at the end, if you do things right up here, everything is going to manifest it right. You're going to see it. Okay. But if you go ahead and not fix this as this arrow from yesterday, if you haven't seen that report, there was this arrow right here that it was pointing. You are not going to be missing the boat. Why? You're repeating the old paradigm. You're repeating old ways. You're repeating old situations. And talking about that energies, of course, is going to be confronting. Okay. And that confrontations is not going to be easy to work with. You're facing people who confront it, who suppress it, who put it down, and you're gonna be feel like, what is that got to do with anything? It doesn't have anything to do with you. It's got to do anything with them. And this is it, the moment you're realizing what are you gonna be to get that new position. Same thing like the puzzle. You know, you can be mad in the puzzle that doesn't the person doesn't join you. You can be mad at the puzzle. It's like, oh, it's okay, no, no problem. You know, it's yours. Do it in there. But it's different if the person comes in that does the puzzle with you, right? That is support in there. And those are the patterns that needs to be changed. To be understanding what is it within this and what is that as a collective. When you have to do things personally and when you have to do things as a collective or in a relationship and a partnership. Things that matter about the partnership, you can't do it on your own because they matter about the partnership. But personal work that you need to do on yourself, then you have to do it on yourself. And hopefully, some of you get this wisdom and you apply it in your life. It's going to help you so much. All right, talking about the next hour, the midheaven is with the moon. That is this divine energies towards Mars. Is like, okay, we need to look at this Mars. What is it going on? What is not healed? What is the situations that it comes in there? It's 8 o'clock. You're seeing it within yourself. Of course, this energies of the moon, it's not that quite not okay because they are beginning to opposing Saturn. The learnings is in there. It's like unlearned patterns. As you see it, there is not much positive energies that comes in right now from the moon, right? And you're wondering what is coming. The ascendant, the rising energies shows you, hey, you're gonna be looking to the darkness. You know, like, you know what? I'm tired of this darkness. When is gonna be a light? When is gonna be a beautiful? When is gonna be a this? I'm sick and tired. I'm tired of this and so on. Well, this is what the purging is. You're purging these last drops of current issue. Soon as you fix that issue, something else is gonna come out. And you think this is never ending story. If you look at it on that situations, the only thing that it's gonna be, you gotta be happy of enjoyed the journey. And then you're gonna be happy of going to the next, into the next, into the next. Otherwise, you're dragging yourself down, you go into the emotional hole, emotion to emotional situations, and you're not healed. And the ascendant is gonna show these divine energies with Chiron, that pattern, that thinking up here. It needs to be take a look at it. And as the time comes in, the midheaven goes together with the Liliths in there. Of course, they're going to be opposing Neptune because this energy of Pisces, it has to be, you know, this Piscean duality. Yeah, that's what this is. That Piscean duality, it's affecting Virgo. And now the Virgo is like, what? Everyone, they have whatever Virgo is in your chart in there. It's like, should I have done or should I have not? Should I say or should I not? Should I think logically or should I think spiritually? And it, especially of this hour, which is talking about 9 p.m., that is a probably the time when you have little time with you. It's like, what the heck is all this about it? And the moon, it's telling you. The moon, it's telling you that is about Mars and the North Node. You are focusing to get it over, crossing over, getting these new dimensions open, getting this new paradigm working. But it has to be working where? Right here in the material world. It's not an easy task. This is like you're trying to bring the heaven on earth, and it's like something is not right. Well, you are the cable. You are this conduit between. And if the cable is not strong enough, you put too much energies to it, the cable, what it does, it melts out, becomes hot like a ryotan, and juice, right? But when you grow, when you mature, you're a stable cable, you put that electricity, goes directly go there, and you're like, I can handle it. You see the differences in there. But that intensity about this electricity is gonna comes in, it's gonna be coming in there. That is gonna comes in from the midheaven. There it's gonna be at Libra at 10 o'clock, and it's gonna be pointing out towards Mars and the North Node. There is no balance in there. But throughout the ascendant, Mars is gonna be seen at like, I have to make this balance. I am the one who have to create, not creating this balance, because the disbalance within me is disbalance within my partnership. Now I get it. I need to take a new road. And this is going to be really for the masculine energies from within you. Let me tell you this. If you're masculine, you probably have to take that courage within yourself. If you're feminine, to understand the masculine, what they're going through. But that doesn't mean that when you're feminine, you have to face these masculine energies and you're facing your masculine partner without energy. This is going to be not good, because masculine with masculine, it only leads into fight in there. Here is, we're talking about 11 o'clock, the divine, it's coming in and it's forcing all this. You already saw it previously as the ascendant was there at Libra, is about the balance there. Now the midheaven is up here. We're talking about this point as these divine energies are coming right here. You saw that yesterday. You saw those energies talking about these unifications. You need to unify everything. The last thing you want to unify and prepare for it is Mars with the North Node. But Mars, in order to get his new destiny, he needs to let go of the old. And this is going to be rough and tough for some of the people about this, because that is the purpose. And this is what's happening at midnight. The midheaven at Scorpio, which is that's what the warriors is more powerful in there. It is point out these directions towards Mars and the North Node with the moon. As everything, it's coming down to this point. Your will to fight for what is right. Okay? You're not doing all this archetype of fight all the time, all the time, all the time. You maybe feel exhausted. You maybe feel like bumped out in there. But currently, the divine is coming in to tell you, you are doing this for that purpose. You're going to turn out to something else. We need to strip the human part from you to become an angel. What is going to happen to you? You're going to be in pain, right? They are purging from within you. This wilt of destructions has to be pulled out. So the wilt of creations can be built in a base of what? In a base of compassion, in the base of righteousness, in a base of love. And this is what's going to happen at midnight, guys. So now if you guys have some any questions, you can ask for it. If not, let's share the love and the light, and hopefully I will come back tomorrow and talk to you more about astrogravitation's inner wisdom. So hopefully that helps you within your life. Stephanie, yes, that's it. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. I know that this report is needed and it helps you on a daily basis to some of you out there. And happy to do that for you guys. I'm happy. to do that for you. Okay. Beloved guys, I want to give you some the gift up here. And you're welcome, Alexia. And here are some of the gifts of love. Take it as much as you need it to heal yourself. Okay, guys? And be patient and compassionate. Be the Virgo, the caring. Okay? That's all. Be loved.